Good morning. Good evening, students. Students, good evening. Guys, available?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. So we will continue the areas of the circles after completion of trigonometry. I already told you only section area of the segment related to that numericals we have to do. We'll start trigonometry today. And once we complete the trigonometry, and we will spend 1 or 2 days over the areas of the circles again. Yeah. First, to start the trigonometry, first we need to know the what is meant by trigonometry. Good evening, Sanyu. I will share the screen. So this concept is valid for from the definition of the trigonometry. The meaning of trigonometry says trigonometry. Tri means 3, gon means angles, metry means measurements. It will be very immediately. 3 angles means we can able to recollect the concept of right angle triangle. But the trigonometry is valid for any triangle. That's the reason it is called trigonometry. It is not called only right angle triangle. But for understanding purpose, till +1 we will do. Even in +2 also we will complete only up to right angle triangle. With respect to right angle triangle, only many things will explain. Because in our daily life applications, many are either horizontal or vertical with respect to the earth. So most of the applications and constructions are vertical. We are constructing in vertical direction or horizontal direction. Slant connection constructions are very rare, and even those constructions also, the slopey constructions also we will construct like this. Even pillars, if you observe, the bridge will construct like this. We will start somewhere and will go some other height, and again it will come down like this. Immediately it won't come and it won't draw. It will be like this. The flyovers also will be like this. So you are going to construct on the pillars, and after that you will touch the ground, and the engineers will decide from where it need to start. And based on the kind of vehicles traveling on this, why I can't construct with short distance, we can able to reduce the cost of the constructions and everything, but it is not so easy. The heavy vehicles can fall down. That is a physics point of view. Friction and all will comes here. If I'm making more slope, even though if it is a larger distance, very much high vehicles, very heavy loads also can travel easily, and you can able to cross the bridges. And that's the reason if you see in traffic, flyovers will be little different. In highways, the flyovers will be little different. It is longer flyovers in highways, in outer ring roads also. Now, come back to the discussion. Our concept is trigonometry. I already told you definition of trigonometry is 3 angle measurement. Metry is measurement, gono is angle, tri means 3. So mostly trigonometry is related to right angle triangles per our level. So first I am going to discuss what are the things we know about the right angle triangle. Who is going to explain? If I am asking you to explain different parts of the right angle triangles, how you will explain, students? If I am saying ABC is a right angle triangle, at B it is right angle triangle. What are the different parts of the right angle triangle? Students, please. Vaishnavi, can you?
Sir, AC is hypotenuse, sir.
AC is hypotenuse. How we can identify AC is hypotenuse?
Sir, there are 2 ways, sir. Longer side is hypotenuse, sir, and the side opposite to the right angle is hypotenuse, sir.
Correct. As you said, there are 2 ways we can identify the right angle hypotenuse. If they are giving the length of the triangle, then I can say the longer side is the hypotenuse. or if they are giving the angle, compulsory from this we need to know at least a minimum data is required to identify which is hypotenuse. That is very important here. So we can say the longest side is always hypotenuse, or the side which is opposite to right angle is known as hypotenuse. And there are two sides, side 1, side 2. The way how you look, it will decide. One is horizontal, sir, one is vertical. Suppose if I'm looking like this will be like base, this will be like height. That's the reason this side 1 and side 2 is called legs of the right angle triangle. Side 1, side 2 are called legs of the right angle triangle. These legs only will form the right angle triangle. The angle between these two legs is only right angle. Hypotenuse will never participate to form the right angle. The shorter sides only will form the right angle. That is also one more point you have to keep in mind. Next one is, if one leg is base, remaining leg will be height. So it is mutual base and height of the right angle triangle. In this case, straight away you can say area of triangle is half into product of sides contained right angle. So other than hypotenuse, rest of the two sides product is also the area of the right angle triangle. And according to Pythagoras theorem, even grade 10 numerical solves are proofs we are having. Triangle ABC is a right angle. Sometimes they will call right triangle. Right angle triangle where right angle at B according to Pythagoras theorem, I can say AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. The sum of the sides of the triangle contained right angle will be equal to hypotenuse square. The sum of the squares of the side, the sum of the squares of the sides of the right angle triangle containing right angle is equal to hypotenuse square. So this all the data we know already. Is it clear, students, what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Now, if I'm taking a right angle triangle and I'm forming many right angle triangles like this with one common angle. This is an angle theta ABC. This is PQ. This is RS. This is XY. Here I can see 4 right angle triangles. I can say these 4 right angle triangles are similar to each other. Students, how we can say these 4 right angle triangles are similar to each other? Students, please respond. How we can say these 4 right angle triangles are similar to each other? Which criteria will say these 4 right angle? I can see the 4 right angle triangles here. I can see triangle APQ, triangle ARS, and triangle AXY, and triangle ABC. All are similar to each other. How I can say all these triangles are similar? Triangle ABC similar to triangle AXY, similar to triangle ARS, similar to triangle APQ. Students, how I can say? Anyone, please respond. See here, A is the common angle in all the triangles. Angle A is equal to angle A is equal to angle A in all the triangles. And angle P is equal to angle R is equal to angle X is equal to angle B. So according to angle criteria, I can say all these four triangles are similar to each other. So if these triangles are similar to each other, then I can say the ratios of the corresponding sides are same. What are the ratios? Suppose, for example, if I'm taking the ratios of these two triangles I'm taking, I can say AP by AR will be equal to PQ by RS. If I'm cross multiplying, AP by PQ will be equal to AR by SR. So this ratio is giving the ratio of the one leg to another leg. So it is a little bit tough, say always leg one, leg two. So with respect to theta, all these are similar. So with respect to theta, this theta is forming because of AP, that is one side, and hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is fixed. And the angle formed with hypotenuse is known as adjacent side, which is next to that angle. And this remaining side is not responsible for formation of theta. This is called opposite side. Now I can say the ratio of opposite side by adjacent side. Here also this is called opposite side of theta, angle A, or this is adjacent side of angle A and hypotenuse of the right angle triangle. This is hypotenuse of the right angle triangle. This is opposite side of the angle A. Because that with respect to that angle A only, making all these triangles are similar. And the remaining angle, one more is all are right angles. So here also this is hypotenuse, this is opposite side, and this is adjacent side. So what they observed is, if you take any ratio of corresponding all these four triangles, or you can form 100 triangles also, you can form 100 triangles. You can form n number of triangles like this with common angle. So the ratios of some corresponding sides are always same. Suppose if I'm taking opposite side to adjacent side, or I can take opposite side by hypotenuse, or I can take adjacent side by hypotenuse. You can take all 100 triangles, this ratio, it is giving same. There is some significance for that. Based on that, it will be easy to construct a flyover, what kind of heights I have to maintain for each and every pillar, and how much distance I have to maintain between the pillars, and all it is easy, you can able to calculate. So it looks very simple, but there is a lot of logic behind this. How exactly they will maintain pillar to pillar this much of distance, how they will know how much height of the pillar should reduce when they want to come down to the earth. All those things will be depends upon basic trigonometry. So these ratios are common for all the triangles. That's the reason they gave some names for these ratios. Another way of discussing these ratios is there in MSc and BSc Math. That is different. But as of now, even if I'm taking some set of triangles having the common angle, and all the triangles are right angle triangles, the ratios, I can able to form some ratios between the sides of the right angle triangle. So first of all, we'll see these ratios of all the common angle triangles are same. So what are the ratios I can able to form? Suppose if I'm taking a triangle and theta is my reference angle ABC, where B is right angle triangle, B is right angle, I can form any number of right angle triangles with respect to theta, where theta is a common angle for all the triangles. So the line which is opposite to theta is called opposite side. The line which is adjacent to theta, the side which is adjacent to theta is called adjacent side. We know the remaining side is hypotenuse. Suppose if I am taking the triangle like this, if I am referring the triangle with respect to theta 1 here, PQR, where Q is the right angle, P is the reference angle. In this case, your QR is opposite side, your PQ is adjacent side. It is very important. Don't remember the bottom is like the horizontal side is adjacent and the vertical side is opposite. Don't never do like that. It is depends upon which angle you are referring. That will decide your opposite side and adjacent side. Now, I can take three possible ratios and their reciprocals. What are the possible ratios I can take? I can take opposite side by hypotenuse, adjacent side by hypotenuse, and opposite side by hypotenuse, and its reciprocal. That is, reciprocal of this one is hypotenuse by opposite side, hypotenuse by adjacent side, hypotenuse by opposite side. No, opposite by adjacent. This will be adjacent by opposite side. So if I'm taking this, if I'm splitting into n number of right triangle, these set of all the ratios are same. That's the reason these ratios they gave as a name, and which will measure the angle. Suppose if I'm taking the ratio of these two will be common for all this theta. Suppose if I'm taking opposite side for first triangle, opposite by hypotenuse for second triangle, for third triangle, all will give same with respect to this theta. So they gave some name for these ratios. These ratios are called trigonometric ratios. These ratios are fixed for an angle. That's the reason these ratios are standard trigonometric ratios. Suppose if I'm taking sine theta, first one is sine theta. If I'm taking a triangle, I will go for new page to avoid confusion. I'm taking a triangle ABC. I'm taking angle A is a reference angle. So the line which is opposite to angle A is known as the opposite side. The line which is adjacent to AB is known as adjacent side. So your adjacent side is AB, your opposite side is BC, your hypotenuse is AC. So the ratio of sine of angle A represented as sine A, which is the ratio of side opposite to angle A, opposite side to angle A divided by hypotenuse of the triangle. From this diagram, the side which is opposite to angle A is known as BC by hypotenuse AC. Next angle is called cosine. Cosine of angle A. Generally, we will pronounce as cos A. Cos A. That means this meaning is cosine of angle A. We will write as cos A, and we will read as also cos A, which is known as adjacent side of the angle to the hypotenuse. The ratio of adjacent side divided by hypotenuse, which is AB by AC. The next one is tangent of angle A. Tangent of angle A. Generally, we will pronounce as tan A, or we will write as also tan A, which is equal to opposite side of angle A divided by adjacent side of angle A. Opposite side is how much? BC divided by AB. I already told you these reciprocals will use the some other ratios again. Suppose if I am taking the sine one, the reciprocal of first one will use some other ratio. What is that ratio? That is called cosecant. Cosecant. Cosecant of angle A is generally pronouncing as cosecant A. Is a ratio of 1 by sine A. We know sine A is opposite side by hypotenuse. So 1 by sine A is hypotenuse by opposite side. My hypotenuse is AC. Opposite side is BC. Next one is secant of angle A. Secant of angle A is known as secant A, sec A or secant A, which is reciprocal of cosecant A are called, cosine A are called cos A. Cosine A are called cos A, which is reciprocal of your hypotenuse divided by adjacent side. Will be equal to, from this triangle, AC by AB. AC by AB. The last ratio is reciprocal of tangent of A, that is called cotangent of A. Cotangent of A, known as cot A, is equal to 1 by tangent of A or tan A, which is known as adjacent side by your opposite or adjacent side is always referred to what angle you are taking in the ratio. You are taking the ratio of cotangent of angle A or angle C. Angle B is right angle. With respect to B, we won't define any angles, any ratios. Opposite to angle A. Opposite to angle A, opposite side, which is known as AB by BC. So this is general definition, but it will be easy to remember. With the triangle, we can remember so many easily. Is it clear, guys? What is exact the meaning of trigonometric ratios? Students, please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now we will move to how we can remember these angles in a simplest way. Suppose if I'm taking the same triangle with respect to the triangle, how I can remember? A, B, C. Angle A I am taking, so you can represent here opposite side, adjacent side, hypotenuse. So start with sin A. Sin A is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. So BC by AC, which is known as 1 by cosecant A. Cos A can be written as adjacent by hypotenuse. AB by AC, which is known as 1 by secant A. Tan A is nothing but ratio of sin by cos. Like that also you can remember sin A by cos A, which is known as opposite side is BC by AB. You can take this ratio, AC will cancel, BC by AB will become, which is known as 1 by cot A. This is how we can able to remember these all the 6 ratios in the easiest way. In the easiest way, we can able to remember these 6 ratios. Please, guys, make a note if you want. We'll move to the certain questions based on this. We can move to the some questions. What kind of questions we may face? First, we will start with very simple questions. If I am giving one ratio, how to calculate all other ratios, that questions will start. Please make a note. If you're okay, I will move to the questions.
Completed, sir.
Yeah. So questions, the basic, we are having very basics of trigonometry only. We won't go very deep grade 10 level. 11th and 12th will go for another level of trigonometry. So here, this is my question. Given tan A is equal to 4 by 3, find other trigonometric ratios of, find other trigonometric ratios of the angle A. Definitely angle A is not right angle. So that means there is a triangle which is right angle at B, I'm assuming, and angle A, and he is saying given data is what? Given data is tan A is equal to 4 by 3. According to definition of tan, which is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. So this is my tan A, this is my opposite side, this is my adjacent side, this is my hypotenuse. So opposite side is BC and adjacent is AB. That means if I'm taking, if K is the common ratio of the, if K is common ratio, because we don't know what is the length. If I'm taking K is a common ratio, my BC will become 4K and AB will become 3K. AB will become 3K. That means Adjacent side is 3K, opposite side is 4K. Because we don't know. Now, if I take the ratio of opposite side by adjacent side, I'm getting 4 by 3 because 4K by 3K, KK will cancel because K is a common ratio. So with the help of this, first find out the unknown sides in terms of K. So our next job is, if I know all the three sides, then I can able to calculate any ratio with respect to A. He's asking all other trigonometric ratios of angle A. So with the help of this data from the Pythagoras theorem, I have to calculate AC value. The relation between AC and BC and AB is AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. That is equal to AB square is 9K square, BC square is 16K square, which is equal to 25K square. So my AC is equal to 5K. So my hypotenuse is equal to 5K. Now it is ready to calculate any kind of angle related to this. Now I got a triangle with a common ratio of K. Adjacent side is 3K, opposite side is 4K, hypotenuse is 5K. So I am starting with sine angles. Sine A is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. So the answer is 4 by 5. Cos A is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. The answer is 3 by 5. So check whether tan A is coming given data or not. Tan A is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. The answer is 4 by 3. The reciprocal of sine is cosecant. Cosecant A is equal to 1 by sine A is known as 5 by 4. From here, it is 1 by secant A. That is nothing but secant A is reciprocal of cos, that is 5 by 3. And cot A is reciprocal of tan, that is 3 by 4. Simple. So if we are able to calculate sine and cos, then all other angles are simple. Sine by cos will use tan, reciprocal of this 3 will use the remaining 3. Is it clear, guys, what I'm saying, students?
Sir.
Yeah. So it will be easy to remember like this. When you are solving itself, you start like this. So first step is calculate all the three sides in terms of common ratio. In this case, I got this is 4K, this is 5K, this is 3K. So I'm starting with sine A. This is angle A. Your angle is very important with respect to what angle that will decide opposite or adjacent. Sine A is equal to 4 by 5, which is 1 by cosecant A. Straight away you write. Later you write cosecant separately. Cos A is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. 3 by 5, which is known as 1 by secant A. Tan A is equal to opposite by, this is nothing but cot A. So from here you can write again, because you want to mention separate angles. Cosecant A is reciprocal of sine 5 by 4. Secant A is reciprocal of cos 5 by 3. Tan A is reciprocal of cot, or cot A is reciprocal of tan 3 by 4. So easily you can able to write the rest of the 6 ratios. Shall I go for one more question, students? Students? Guys, you there? Harita, Sanyu, Vaishnavi? I can go one more question. Yeah. Next question. From the given triangle ABC, C is right angle and hypotenuse is 29 and one side is 21. Find all the trigonometric ratios of angle B. All the trigonometric ratios of angle B. Please first find out the remaining side, because I gave the side here, so no need to mention common ratio here. Guys, anyone got the, what is the unknown side AC value? We know from Pythagoras theorem. You know, in a right angle triangle from Pythagoras theorem, you can mention anything. The relation between all the three sides are AC square plus CB square is equal to AB square. I don't know the AC value, so the AC is equal to square root of AB square minus BC square will be equal to 29 square minus 21 square. Calculate and let me know what is the AC value. Anyone got the AC value? Please let me know.
Sir, is it 20, sir?
20. So now it is ready to calculate any kind of angles related to angle B. So from the triangle, now I got all the sides of the triangle. This is the triangle A, C, B. This is B. This is 20. This is 21. This is 29. And what is the sine theta? Sine B. What is the sine B? Opposite side by opposite of B divided by hypotenuse. How much, students, please?
Sir, 20 by 29.
Which is equal to 1 by cosecant B, which is equal to 1 by cosecant B. Cos B, adjacent side by hypotenuse. No need to write these formulas always, but if you write 1 or 2 times for 10 to 15 questions, you can able to remember how to write the ratios from the triangle easily. 21 by 29, which is equal to 1 by secant B. Tan B, sin B by cos B. Straight away I am taking instead of definition. Sin B by cos B. Answer is opposite side by adjacent side is 21, which is equal to cot B. So I am extending this question. With the help of these ratios, find the value of sin A whole square plus cos A whole square is how much? Calculate this value. Please, students, calculate this value. Calculate the values of sin A whole square plus cos A whole square. Please.
Sir.
Yeah. Yes, the answer is 1. So sin A whole square. What is the sin A value? Opposite side by hypotenuse. 21 by 29 whole square. It is not 20 by 29. This is sin B. I am asking sin A. Keep it in mind. And cos A will be adjacent by hypotenuse. 20 by 29 whole square. We already calculated 21 square plus 20 square is equal to 29 square. So this will be 29 square by 29 square, which is equal to 1. So careful when they are asking the ratios. Always look into the angle, what angle they are asking. That is important. So here one small point I have to keep it, like I want to explain to you. We want mention as sin A into sin A always like sin A whole square. We will write like sin square A. So the sin square A means sin A into sin A. And there is a difference between sin square A can't be written as sin of A into A. This is different. That means sine square A means sine A into sine A, which is known as sine A whole square. But sine A square means it is different. It is not sine 2 times sine. Sine A square means you are just squaring only angle. This is known as sine of A into A. So keep it this difference. Don't confuse between the sine square A, sine A square, both are different. Both are not same. Is it clear, students? Shall I go for some numericals? Students, shall I go for some numericals?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Do the first question based on this knowledge. Do the first question, students. Everyone, please try the first question. Let me know what is the answer. There are 2 sub questions and they are asking some particular ratios, not all the ratios. They gave the sides of 2 sides of the right angle triangle and they mention where is the right angle triangle. They're asking sin A cos A, sin C cos A. First question, common data from one triangle only. He is asking everything. There is a triangle ABC, right angle at B. ABC. They gave AB is equal to 24 and BC is equal to 7. So this is 24 centimeter, this is 7 centimeter. So AC is equal to root of AB square plus BC square. Calculate and let me know what is the AC square value. Please, students, what is the AC value? 24 square plus 7 square. How much?
25 centimeters, sir.
How much, madam?
25 centimeters, sir, AC.
So 625, that is 25. Now, I'm having 3 sides. AB is there, BC is there, and AC is equal to 25. First is with respect to angle A, he is asking the ratios. Sin A is equal to opposite of A by hypotenuse. What is opposite of A? What is opposite of A? BC divided by AC, which is equal to 7 by 25. Same as cos A is equal to AB divided by AC, which is known as
25 by 25. Sorry, 24 by 25.
Second question is with respect to C, he is asking sin C. The angle of the side opposite to C is AB. AB by AC is known as 24 by 25. Cos C is adjacent side of C, that is BC by AC, which is known as 7 by 25. This is how we can able to complete this question. Please, any doubts, please let me know. If okay, I will move to the next question. Please say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next question is also same. They might change the angles and they are asking some statement. Next question, they gave triangle PQR and they gave the figure itself. The diagram itself they gave. This is the triangle PQR and they gave the hypotenuse and they gave the PQ and they are asking tan P minus cot R. First find out the third side. What is the third side?
5, sir.
Sorry?
5 centimeters, sir.
Yeah, 5. This is 5. So show at least 1 or 2 steps. Given data, PQ is equal to 12 centimeter. PR will be equal to 13 centimeter.
PR square is equal to P square.
So PQ square plus and angle Q is equal to 90. PQ square plus QR square will be equal to PR square. PQ square is 144 plus QR square we don't know and PR square is 169. So from here QR square is equal to 620. Sorry, 25. So QR will be equal to 5. This is 5. Now it will be easy to calculate any angles. He is asking tan P minus cot R. So first I am taking tan P. The ratio of tan is what? Opposite side by adjacent side. So this is P. Opposite P is 5. Adjacent side is 12. Cot R. Cot R is what? Adjacent side by opposite. Adjacent side by opposite. So what is the adjacent side of R? 5 by 12. So in this case, adjacent side of R divided by opposite side of R. This is the definition of cot. This is opposite side of P by adjacent side of P, like this. Triangle, you know, very easy. So what is the answer, students, here? Final answer is asking tan P minus cot R. How much?
0, sir.
5 by 12 minus 5 by 12. The answer is 0. Simple. Next one. So same as, try the question number 3. The question number 3 is given data is sin A. Give sin A is equals 3 by 4. Calculate cos A and tan A. Calculate cos A and tan A. Calculate and know. So I am taking a triangle. This is A. I am assuming B is a right angle. So they gave the sin A. So this is 3K and this is 4K. Sin A is 3 by 4. So opposite side by adjacent side, where K is a common ratio, 3K and 4K. And I am doing. Yes, please. So what is the cos A value? First of all, what is the AB value, students?
Root 7K, sir.
Root
7, sir.
16K square is equal to 9K square plus AB square. So from here, AB is equal to 7K square. So AB is equal to root 7K. Root 7K. So I want cos A. Cos A is equal to adjacent side AB by hypotenuse AC. Root 7K divided by
4K.
4K. The answer is root 7 by 4. Tan A. Straight away I am taking sin A by cos A ratio is tan. Already sin A is given is 3 by 4. Root 7 by 4. 4 cancel. The answer is 3 by root 7. This is how we can able to calculate the question number 3. It's easy to calculate rest of the ratios also, but what is the requirement that we are going to calculate here? Yeah. So moving to the question number 4. (15 cot A is equal to 8. Then find sin A and secant A. Find secant A and sin A. So given data is 15 cot A is equal to 8. From here, cot A is equal to 8 by 15. So this data is enough to calculate anything. I am taking a triangle which is right angle triangle at B, A, C. According to definition of the cot, adjacent side by opposite side of A. Adjacent side of A and opposite side of A. Now, so if I'm taking common ratio, adjacent side of A is 8K, this is 15K. Then find out the hypotenuse. What is the AC value from here? 64K square plus 225K square. How much, students? Is it 289? What is the AC value?
$17K.
Yeah. So the here it is 17K. So from here, what are the ratios they are asking? They are asking us to calculate sin A and secant A. So sin A is equal to opposite of this is 17K. So 15K divided by 17K. AK cancel 15 by 17. And he is asking secant A. Secant A is hypotenuse by adjacent side. Hypotenuse is 17K. Adjacent of A is 8K. So the answer is 17 by 8. So this is how we can able to calculate sin A and secant A. Is it clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So try the next question. Fifth question, please, everyone. Is asking us to calculate all other ratios. They gave the secant theta is equal to 13 by 12, which is known as hypotenuse by adjacent side of theta. So I'm taking a triangle PQR where angle R is known as theta. So from here, hypotenuse is 13K, adjacent side is 12K. So automatically we'll get how much here? 5K. Show that solution and please, we know from PQ square plus QR square is equal to PR square. So 13K square plus 144K square is equal to PQ square. From here, PQ is equal to 5K. Then start writing sin theta is how much, which is known as 1 by cosecant theta. Cos theta is 1 by secant theta. Check whether you are getting correct or not. Tan theta is equal to 1 by cot theta. Please give the answers. What are the answers you are getting? Students, what is the sin theta value? Students, please. Puja, Harita, Durlav, Adar, Amruta. What is the value of sin theta?
So 5K by 13K is equal to 5 by 13.
So 5 by 13. This will be reciprocal of given data itself. This is 12 by 13. Tan is sin by cos 5 by. So from here cos theta will be 13 by 5. Secant theta will be given data 13 by 12. Cot theta is 12 by 5. You can write separately, but how I can identify easily without much calculation. Find sine and cos. Rest of 4 angles by default you will get from sine and cos. Reciprocal ratios and reciprocal of ratio will be all 4 angles. Whole 6th question I will explain in next class. Go for 7th question. Please complete the 7th question, last question for today. Try 7th question. Everyone, please hold the 6th question. I will explain the 6th question tomorrow. If cot theta is equal to 7 by 8, evaluate two expressions are given. 1 plus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta divided by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. This can be written as 1 minus sine theta whole square divided by 1 minus cos theta whole square. If I am applying a minus b into a plus b formula, 1 minus sine square theta divided by 1 minus cos square theta. So our aim is I need sine and cos. The triangle is like this. A, B, C. At C it is theta. Given data is 7 by 8 is equal to cot theta, which is known as adjacent side of theta by opposite side of theta. So this is 7k, this is 8k. Then AC is equal to how much from the triangle? 64k square plus 49k square. What is the answer, students? How much you will get?
Root 113, sir.
Root 113k. This is root of 113 into k. I want sine square theta. So sine theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. 8k by root 113k. K cancel. So 8 by, from here sine square is how much? 64 by 113. Same as denominator is cos theta is adjacent side. 7k by root 113k, which is known as 7 by root 113. From here cos square theta is 49 by 113. He is asking the ratio of 1 minus sine square theta divided by 1 minus cos square theta. Just I multiplied 1 minus sine theta into 1 plus sine theta. This is 1 minus 64 by 113 divided by 1 minus 49 by 113. So this will be 113 minus 64 by 113, 113 minus 49 by 113. 113 cancel. 113 minus 64 is 49. 113 minus 49 is 64. This is how I got the answer. Is it clear, students? Are you got it? What is the answer? And he is asking, next one is cot square theta. Cot square theta is nothing but cot theta into cot theta. That is 7 by 8 into 7 by 8. 49 by 64. Both are same answers. Hope you are clear what I am saying. Students, are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So like this exercise completely based on these kind of questions only. They will give one data and they will have to calculate other remaining angles. You see question number 9, question number 8 and 10 also same kind. 6th question is little different. They give the angle B and both are acute angles such that cos A is equal to cos B, then show that angle A must be equal to angle B. That we will take one triangle and we will go with the triangles. We will solve this one. It's a little bit theoretical question. I will explain tomorrow that question. Try to solve rest of the questions because completely pure ratios. So we'll meet in the next class. Bye everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
You.